as you can see, this is how it looks like. So it shows you the network data wipe to secure data wiping by Great England Technologies Limited, and it has my mobile number. And this workstation only has one hard drive installed. If it has multiple hard drives, it will show multiple hard drives underneath here, and it will wipe all the hard drives simultaneously. So this is continuing. So just to let you know one more thing which is very important. This part here, before you start the job, it is very important that you fill this information and hit the save button. If you don't do that, then this part will fail. So in order for this part to succeed, you must fill this information in. If you don't do this, then again this whole process will fail. Okay, so coming here, I'm going to go back to the home page just to show you. So this is the menu here we have. So guys, this is the main menu. Okay, so I'm gonna go into customer portal. Which is this here. So remember we wiped the hard drive or the workstation for a customer called Jung. So there's few customers here. We have Jung and we have Imran. So we can choose whichever we want. Let's say we choose Imran and we choose the dates. So this is very important that you choose the date. Select the date. So start date and from date and to date. So I'm gonna select something large and click submit. As you can see, this is the certificate of Erasure. So it shows you all the hard drive that we wiped for customer Imran. Sorry guys. Okay, I just cleaned the camera because it wasn't showing properly. So we have customer name, we have HDD type, and then we model number for the hard drive, the serial number for each hard drive, size, firmware, method, start, when it was started, the date, start time and finish time, and the workstation number that we have used to wipe the hard drive, and the result was succeeded. Now you can see we have multiple hard drives here. If we have more than 10, then it will show you a next page over here underneath. So you could click next and it will go to the next page. Let's say you want to print a certificate for just one hard drive, the data erasure certificate for just one hard drive. If you go here, the last column here, it says print. So if you click on print, you can see this is just for one hard drive. So it shows you all this information, the client PC, CPU, and this is a 3D barcodes and all the barcodes. So this has encrypted information, so nobody can tamper with the certificate. So it shows you the customer name, HTTP type, and all that information underneath here. Okay, so going back to the main menu, then we have the next option, which is data wiping charts. So if you click here, same thing again, you select the start date, to date, and you select the customer name. You may have multiple customers, you may have hundreds of customers, so they will all appear here. So I'm going to select Imran and click submit. You can see for customer Imran we have only wiped one type of hard drive, which is Seagate Barracuda 7200. So if we had like Western Digital or other type of hard drives, they would all appear here. So in total we have wiped 4 hard drives for customer Imran. So coming down, you can see number of hard drive for size. So 40 GB, if we had multiple like 60, 100, they would all appear here. So coming down again, so this is the so this is 40 GB, so it will show you multiple numbers here. Coming down, so we used 0 method to wipe because we have multiple methods that we can use. Remember the first page where we started the job. So we had multiple options that we could use the method for the wiping. So we chose 0, which was quickest. So this is the method, and if we had used other methods for other hard drive, they would also appear here. Okay guys, so going back to the main menu, we have health reports. So going to the health reports, do the same thing again, choose the date, choose the to date, and choose the customer. So in this case I'm going to choose Imran. Going back, you can see we have this information here. So this one shows HDD type, model, serial number, size, firmware, read error rate, so how many error each hard drive contains. So spin up time, each hard drive was spun up for how long. Start stop count, how many times a hard drive was started and stopped, I mean the power cycle. So reallocated sectors, then we have seek errors, power on time, spin retry count, calibration retry count, power cycle counts, temperature for each hard drive when it was being wiped, and then we have reallocated batch sectors, current pending sectors, offline uncorrectable, and UDCMA CRC errors. So guys, one very important thing in this here is you can export this information into Excel. So if you go down, right underneath there is a button. If you click this, it downloads a file. You can open this file in Excel, as you can see here. Just hang on a sec. Guys, sorry guys, I'm having some problem with my Excel. Let me restart it. Okay, so the file is here. I'm gonna open this file. There you go. So that information is now available straight away in Excel. You can print, print into a PDF file, send it to your customer, do whatever you want to do. So coming back to the certificates are also exportable to Excel file format. So going to customer portal, selecting the date, customer, next. You can see this information here. We can export the combined information for all the hard drives, or we can choose one thing. So let me show you the combined one. So on the first page, if I click here, you can see the file is being downloaded. I click on this file. Okay, so here this opens up in Excel. So you can see here, right? You can print it, you can email it to your customer, and do whatever you prefer to do with this. So I'm going to close this file. Now going back to the certificate, the Erasure certificate for each hard drive. So let's say I'm going to open this one here. This one, print. You can see this is the certificate. So each certificate is not emailable, but we have the option to make this available as PDF file or other file formats on request. So if you want to do that, you have to request a new feature. Okay guys, going back to the main menu, then we have health charts. This is very important. So going to the health chart, selecting the dates, selecting the customer, clicking submit. You can see we have many more information, like HDD containing number of seek errors, and then HDD spin up time, all this good looking nice pie and bar charts. So since we don't have much data available in the database, that's why it doesn't look nice right now. But if we have data, it will look very nice, and you should be able to see lots of useful information. So coming down, so number of HDD errors by UDMA CRC errors, number of HDDs by offline, and all that. So guys, this was just one workstation. So here, as you can see, this is just one workstation. Just imagine if this workstation has 10 hard drives. So that's wiping 10 hard drives simultaneously at the same time. Now you imagine if we have 100 workstations, each workstation has 10 hard drives, so that is like 1000 hard drives simultaneously. And the limit is well, there's no limit actually, it's unlimited. So you can have unlimited number of hard drives, unlimited number of workstations connected to this server, and you can simply switch on each workstation and it will wipe all the hard drives simultaneously. So guys, I hope I was able to explain properly, and the next video will be to show you a bigger workstation which may have 8 hard drives. So I will show you how exactly that works. So until that, have a good day, and if you have any questions, please get back to me. Cheers, bye now. Hi guys, you can see this one here. This is another job which is continuing. This is 99.19% done. So you can see it took approximately 14 minutes to wipe 80 gig, but actually 160 gig hard drive. So that's not bad. 14 minutes for 160 gig hard drive is not bad. So this is done now. As you can see, this is 100% completed. So I just wanted to show you how exactly it would look like once the job has run successfully, and what would you expect to see on the screen. So this is still continuing. As you can see, the bottom it says the data wiping by Imran, so it has exited. So just waiting for it to continue. Okay guys, so this is what you will see. So wiped successfully. The system will be shut down after 5 minutes to preserve energy, and the countdown has started. So after 300 seconds, which is approximately 5 minutes, the system will be automatically shut down. So as you can see, there was no human intervention. All we did was simply press the power button on the workstation and it automatically wiped the hard drive. After wiping, it collected all the data, stored it in the central database system, and it automatically switches off your computer. So that means, let's say if you have 20 or maybe 25 or 100 systems running concurrently, and you leave them on when you go home during the night time, and when you come back next morning, all the job will be successfully completed and all the system will be automatically shut down. So you don't have to pay the electricity bill, which can be very expensive sometimes. So this is completed. So going back, I will show you so I'll go back to the main menu, which is here. So going to the customer portal, we can select the date, the customer name. So we have 2 customers. If we had processed other customers, that customer will automatically appear here in the list as well. But since we haven't done much with this system, we have only 2 customers. So I'm going to select Jung and click submit, and you can see we have done quite a bit for this customer. So you can see we have these are the first 10 records that's been shown. So if you go to print, you can see a certificate for this specific hard drive and all the related information. So we have customer name, HDD type, and then we have model number, serial number, size, firmware version, method that we use to wipe, date when the data wipe was initiated, then we have start time and the finish time and the workstation number and the result which is succeeded. So this information, this is customer code. So this has the customer name and its certification code, and then we have all the hard drive information encoded into this barcode. So if you have a 3D barcode scanner, you read this information with the 3D barcode scanner. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it properly. So you could scan this barcode and it will show you all this information which is down here with this barcode. So this is the method that we use and the spindle code.